Yay! All right, so finding ourselves on our chair. So in the center of our chair, or maybe towards the front of your chair. If you've got some back issues or other stuff going on and you need to sit against the back of the chair, then feel free to do that. Otherwise, we're gonna go towards the center so that we're engaging our core, first of all. And maybe you're just centering yourself, maybe rocking a little bit from side to side, or maybe a little bit from front to back, or a little twisting. Just getting yourself prepared and ready for the practice today. Oh, good. And just sitting ourselves up nice and tall. Let's start off by rolling our shoulders back. So let's go ahead and roll those shoulders back. Rolling that out. Good. And then let's go ahead and roll those shoulders forward. Rolling that forward. Very nice. We're going to do one shoulder at a time. So let's go ahead and start off with that right shoulder. Let's go ahead and roll that right shoulder back. And then roll that forward. And then let's take that left shoulder back. And that left shoulder forward. Good. And let's give a nice shrug up towards the ears. And then release that down. Good. And then another shrug up towards the ears. And then release that down. Very nice. Try and make as much space between your ears and shoulders as possible. So maybe your arms need to be by your side. You can let them rest. Let's drop our chin towards our chest so that we get some good lengthening in the back of the neck and in the spine. Good lengthening back there. Very good. And then let's lift that head up to center. And eyes are going to be towards the sky, towards the ceiling. And let's drop our chin back to chest. And eyes to sky. And chin to chest. And eyes lifting to the sky. Good, let's bring that head back to neutral. Let's look over to the right. So our chin going over towards our shoulder, trying to keep our shoulders down and back so that our shoulders aren't moving forward towards our chin. Move our chin towards that shoulder so that we get good rotation in that neck. Bring that head back to center, and then let's do the same thing on the other side. So chin going over towards the left shoulder. Nice rotation on this side. Good, bring this back to center. Let's drop that right ear down towards that right shoulder. Maybe you want to release that left arm down by your side. And just a little movement there, that can feel good. If you've got tightness going on in your neck, a little bit of movement there might be helpful. Lift that head center and let's drop that left ear towards the left shoulder. And then maybe dropping that right arm. Maybe a little bit of movement there. Definitely feeling it on that side. Wow. Good, lift that head to center. Let's put all of this together. So let's go ahead and drop our chin to chest. Right ear to right shoulder. Chin back to chest and left ear to left shoulder. So nice half neck circles here. We're not rotating that neck back. We're doing that front part of the circle. Just taking that from side to side. Very good, very nice. Good, drop that chin to chest, lift our head back up to center, roll those shoulders back again, and roll that forward again. Good, next circle, drop that chin to chest, ear to shoulder, chin to chest, ear to shoulder. Good, drop that back again, very nice. Hands are on our thighs. Let's do tiny itty bitty baby cat and cow. So let's go ahead and round our spine here, and then open up that chest. And round this, and open that up. And again, round, and open. So we're just undulating that spine right there, getting each vertebrae, and open that up. Good, bring that back to neutral, nice and long. And let's do some sun breath here. So let's get those arms involved. Let's inhale and sweep this up. And exhale it out. Again, inhale and sweep this up. And exhale it out. Let's do 2 more breaths like that. Inhale this up. And exhale it out. And 1 more breath. Inhale it up. And exhale this out. Good. Roll those shoulders back again. And roll that forward. Another neck circle, 1 each side. Drop the chin to chest, ear to shoulder, chin to chest, ear to shoulder. Good. Chin back to chest. Lift that head center. Nice. Let's go ahead and do that sun breath again. Inhale and sweep this up. But this time, let's drop our right hand to the right side of our chair. And let's lengthen over through the left side of the body. Just getting a nice little lean right here. But trying to keep both of our feet flat on the floor, both of our glutes flat into the chair. Very nice. Let's inhale and sweep this up and drop our left hand down, reaching over a nice little lean. Same thing, both of our feet flat on the floor, both of our glutes flat in that chair. Finding some stability in this lean right here. Good. Good. Inhale and lift this up. Bring our hands together up at the top. You might want to clasp if your hands don't go together. Like I'm clasping my thumbs right here. And we're just going to lean with both of those arms. Woo, leaning over to the right, trying to keep our glutes and feet on the floor. This takes a little bit of balance. Lift that back to center and lean it over to the other side. Woo. Trying to keep those feet down, keep those glutes down. Good. Lift those arms up. Reach this up. Now we're going to clasp those hands for real and then press our, if they weren't already, press our palms towards the ceiling. And let's do a few side breaths here. So we're lengthening up through our arms, lengthening up through that rib cage, through that torso. Let's inhale deep and exhale big sigh out. And you can make as much noise as you need to on that side. Inhale deep and exhale big sigh out. Again, inhale deep and exhale big sigh out. Good. And if those arms are getting tired, then welcome to the practice today. Let's bring those arms out in front of us. Good. Stop hands. Rotate our wrists and rotate the other way. Good. Point those fingers down. Lift those fingers up. Point those fingers down. Lift those fingers up. Point those fingers down and lift those fingers up. Good. Arms out to our side. We see our arms in our peripheral. Take our palms up. Make some fists. Roll those knuckles in. I love this forearm stretch. And let's go to that bicep curl. And now we're going to go a little bit bigger with that cat and cow. So let's go ahead and open this up and then round this. Elbows, imagining we can get those elbows to touch. Let's inhale and open. Exhale and round. Inhale and open. Exhale and round. Inhale and open. Exhale and round. Inhale and open. And last time with this rounding, exhale and round. Good. Bring our spine back to neutral, arms back to neutral. Let's open that back up. Take our palms down. This time, let's release our arms behind us. So you're either going to reach for the back of the chair or you're going to clasp your hands behind you. Opening that chest, opening those shoulders. Good. Ooh, I'm glad that we got that neck already. Let's look to the right and look to the left. Head back to center. Drop our chin to chest. Lift that head to center. Good. Release our arms. Shake that out. Inhale and sweep this up. And exhale it out. And again, inhale and sweep this up. This time, as we exhale, let's clasp those hands behind us or reach for the back of the chair, whichever is available to you. Maybe you've got some mobility stuff going on with your chest or your shoulders, and that's okay. That's why there's tons of options that we use during our practice. Good. Let's look to the left this time. So looking to the left and look to the right. Head back to center, drop our chin to chest and lift our eyes to sky. Good. We can release those arms. Shake that out. Very nice. Inhale and sweep this up. Leave our arms up there. You can exhale as we keep our arms up. Our fingers are lifted towards the ceiling. Let's walk our legs over to the right. And then let's go ahead and take those hands to the top of the back of our chair. And oh, one of my favorite stretches. We're going to use the leverage of the back of the chair to get that nice spinal twist. Oh, good spinal twist right here. Breathe it deeply. Let's do 2 deep breaths. Inhale it deep. And exhale it out. And again, big deep inhale. And exhale it out. Oh, that feels good in that rib cage. Let's reach those arms back up. Walk our legs back to center. And then let's go ahead and walk our legs over to the left. Left side. Hands are going to go again to the back of that chair. Top of the seat of the chair. Ooh, and use that seat of the chair. Use the leverage to twist as deeply as you want into this spinal twist. That's why I like this one so much, because I can use that chair to, like, you can, yeah, get it to where you want it. Woo, let's breathe it. 2 deep breaths. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. And again, big deep inhale. And exhale it out. Yeah, that feels good in that back rib cage. Let's reach those arms back up. Very nice. Very good. Bring our arms out in front of us. Right hand on top. Let's give ourselves a big hug. So reaching our fingers for our spine. Big hug. Kind of preparing ourselves. We're going to do some eagle today. So preparing those arms for eagle. Let's open this back up. Now left arm on top. Give yourself a nice big hug. Reach those fingers for your spine. Good. Ooh, that is good. And again, preparing yourself when we get to eagle a little bit later. And let's open this up and release our arms down. Roll our shoulders back and roll that forward. All right, seated sun salutations. So placing blocks where you want them if you are using blocks. We're still at the front edge of our chair. Let's sit ourselves up nice and tall. And let's go ahead, inhale and sweep those arms up. And let's exhale, dive it down and over, seated forward fold. If you need a pillow or blanket between your belly and thighs, then feel free to use that. Got our hands on blocks, on the floor or on our shins. Let's inhale, lengthen here. Ooh, lengthen through that spine. Tailbone is pointed down towards the seat of the chair, crown of the head, lifting up towards the ceiling, lengthening through those arms. So nice long arms, nice long spine. And then release this. Good. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Good. Inhale and sweep our arms up nice and big. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Hold this here. Let's press our right hand into our block. And let's go ahead and take our left hand to our lowest rib. Ooh, and twist. Twisting open. Use the elbow as your lever there to open that up. Very nice. And then close that back into that forward fold. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Good. Keep this here. Inhale and lengthen. Let's hold this here again. Press that right hand back into that block. And this time, let's take that left arm up and open that as much as you can, if it's available to you. If your mobility, flexibility will let your arm lift, feel free to go as high as you can, as feels comfortable or comfortably uncomfortable. Good. Release that. Relax it in this forward fold. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Now we inhale and sweep those arms up big. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, release. Good. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Hold this here. Take that left hand, place it on the block. Right hand's going to go to our lowest rib. Twist this open. Again, use that elbow as your lever. Pull. Breathe it here. And then release that. Good. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Again, inhale and lengthen. Hold this here. Press our left hand back into that left block. And let's twist open right arm. Breathing it here. And maybe your arm gets to the same height as your other side, or maybe not. It's okay. We're working on that. But if that's not happening, it's okay. But listening to that body and breathing. And then release that. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Let's keep it here, hands to heart. Sit ourselves up tall. So sit up super tall in this chair. Let's inhale deep, big deep inhale. And let's exhale, hinge and twist. So let's add in that seated spinal twist. Trying to get our left or our right elbow, right tricep, right elbow to our left thigh. Nice seated spinal twist here. That not only is stretching through our rib cage like we were before, but it's also adding in, now we're adding in our scapula or our shoulder blade. And breathe. Good, bring this back to center. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Let's sit ourselves up tall again. Super tall here. Let's inhale it. As we exhale, seated spinal twist to the other side. Trying to get left elbow to right thigh. And breathe. Good scapular stretch on this side as well. Good, bring this back to center. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. And let's clasp our hands behind us again. Let's open up that chest again, open up those shoulders again. So either clasping or reaching for the back of the chair. Ooh, get that nice chest and shoulder opener. After we just did the rounding of the spine with the spinal twist, now let's open that up. Good. Maybe do a little bit of a neck circle here if that's available to you. And it might not be very big. Mine is tiny right now, but that's okay. Good. Release that. Shake that out. Very nice. Roll those shoulders back. Roll that forward. All right, let's get those legs going. Get those legs involved. So we're still at the center of our chair. Let's find ourselves in our staff pose. So you're either going to go double leg or single leg staff. You're going to bring the legs up or one leg up. And let's lengthen up through our arms. Let's find our breath here. 3 deep breaths. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. And big deep inhale and exhale it out. And one more time, big deep inhale and exhale it out. Good. We can release our arms. Let's do hamstring curl leg extension. Let's go for 10. We're going to do 10 on each side today. So let's curl this in, keep our feet super duper flexed and extend. Bring that in and extend. Hamstring curl and extend. Hamstring curl. I think that's 7. Hamstring curl. I'm counting backwards. 6. Hamstring curl and extend. There's 5. Hamstring curl and extend. There's 4. curl it in, and extend. There's 3, curl it in, and extend. There's 2, curl it in, and extend. Let's hold this one. Go ahead and point those toes and flex those feet. And if your legs are on fire, yay, mine are too. Good. Point those toes and flex those feet. Point those toes and flex those feet. Point those toes, flex those feet, and point those toes and flex those feet. Very good. All right, left leg, we're going to release that. We're going to scoot ourselves forward, leaning back, trying not to get the back of the chair. We've got our single leg boat right here. 2 breaths. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. And big deep inhale and exhale it out. Good. Let's bring this right leg to that left thigh. Oh, and while we're at the front edge of this chair, we're just going to hinge ourselves forward. We'll get more of it in our other stretch, but and you can round your spine here. Usually I say don't round that spine, but you can round because you're on the very edge of the chair. It's a little bit different movement here, and we're getting a little bit more of the underside of that hip. Very good. And now let's go ahead and scoot ourselves back. We can keep ourselves, go ahead and keep ourselves in this piriformis, in this figure 4, and sit ourselves up against the back of the chair. So sitting ourselves up nice and tall. And then now we can hinge this forward, but this time, no rounding. Try and keep that back nice and straight. Keep that chest lifted and lead with the chest. Oh, yeah. Oh. We're going to add in breath and movement in just a moment. So now you might be feeling it more in the side and on top of that hip flexor, rather than when we were forward, it was kind of the underneath. I don't know. I'm feeling it all over. So if you're feeling it all over, then welcome to my club. Sit this up tall. Let's add in that breath. Let's inhale it deeply here. And exhale, hinge, lead with that chest. Inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. Inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. And inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. Wonderful. Oh, yeah. Very, very good. Good. Now, let's go ahead and bring this leg, and we're going to hug the leg. We usually switch those 2 around. But now we're going to hug this, and we're just going to twist it to the right. And then to the left. And then bring this back to center. And now let's take our leg over. So we've got half shoelace here. This is kind of also preparing us for eagle. So let's wrap that arm around again. So wrapping right or left arm around that right leg. And now we get that underneath a little bit more, a little bit different. Get that hip flexor, that hamstring, that glute. Feeling it in the IT band today. Yes. Good. And then switch to the other side. Good. Back to center. And now let's cross the legs, scoot ourselves forward. We're going to go into eagle. So you can keep this cross, or if you want to work on your wrapping that ankle, that foot around the other ankle. So you can work on that wrap, but trying to get both of our glutes centered into the seat of the chair. Since we've got our right leg over our left, let's take our arms up, right arm over our left. Let's give ourselves that nice big hug. And then either backs of the hands together, or you can work on wrapping with the hands, with the arms. And finding that right here. Ooh, good eagle pose. Let's go 3 breaths in this eagle. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. One more time. Big, deep inhale. And exhale it out. Yes, let's open this up. Release that down. Very nice. And we can uncross those legs and shake that out. Good. All right, since we're at the front of our chair, let's keep ourselves there and let's go back into our staff pose. So legs are gonna lift, centering that weight, reach up through our arms, and let's find 3 breaths here. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. And inhale it deeply and exhale it out. One more time, big deep inhale. And exhale it out. Good, let's release those arms. Hamstring curls, leg extensions for 10. So bring this in for 10 and extend. Here's 9 and extend. Here's 8 and extend. Here's 7 and extend. Here's 6 and extend. It's 5 and extend. Last 4 and extend. It's 3 and extend. It's 2 and extend. And last 1, we're gonna hold this extension, point those toes, flex those feet, point those toes, flex those feet, point those toes, flex those feet, point those toes, and flex those feet. Good. Release our right leg, scoot ourselves forward, find ourselves in our boat, single-legged boat. 2 breaths here. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. And again, big deep inhale and exhale it out. Good. Take our left leg to our right thigh. And you can hinge it forward here if it's available to you. Yep, and maybe you're feeling it a little bit underneath, maybe a little bit on the side. And like I said, you can round it when you're here. But once we get to that back of the chair, no more rounding. We're going to hinge it. Very good. All right, let's go ahead and scoot this back, keeping that piriformis, keeping that figure 4 stretch, sitting ourselves up nice and tall. Good, and now let's go ahead and find that hinge. So finding the hinge, but this time, remember, we're leading with our chest, keeping our shoulders away from our ears. Ooh. That one I'm feeling in the same place that I did when we were forward on this side. And that's always good. Checking in with yourself, recognizing where you're feeling things, how you're feeling things. If you've got some differences of the sides, it's very important to do that self-check-in. Good, let's sit ourselves up tall against the back of the chair. We'll add in that breath. Inhale it here. And exhale, hinge this forward. Inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. Inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. And inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. Very nice. Good. Bring ourselves back to center and let's give our leg a hug. So let's hug that in, wrap our right arm, and let's twist it to the left. Good. And then twist it to the right. These twists feel good on that rib cage, upper rib cage. Whew. Bring that back to center. Good, let's take it into half shoelace. So let's go ahead and take that foot over, crossing that over. Very nice. Let's wrap that right arm around that left leg again. Ooh, maybe you're getting that nice hip stretch, glute stretch, IT band stretch. Let's twist that to the left and breathe. And then twist that to the other side and breathe. Good, and let's work on eagle on this side. So let's go ahead and cross the leg, scoot ourselves forward, wrap that foot. If you're working on your wrap, you don't have to, you can get that foot on the outside. otherwise, and we're trying to get both of our glutes down. This side's a little more difficult than the other for me. Let's take those arms out. So we've got our left leg over our right, left arm over our right. Give ourselves a nice big hug, and then glue those elbows together and either backs to the hands or wrap this around. And let's go 3 breaths in this eagle. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. And big deep inhale and exhale it out. And one more time, big deep inhale and exhale it out. Wonderful, good. Opening that up, releasing that down. Very good. Let's go ahead and cross. Very nice. Let's scoot ourselves over to the left side of the chair. I'm gonna scoot my chair forward. And we're gonna go into our supported crescent, seated crescent. Okay, there we go. Got to fix that chair. All right, so we're over to the left side. Let's go ahead and take that leg behind us. Back heel stays lifted. Good. Let's reach up through that, reaching up through those arms. Ooh, yeah, reaching up through that torso. Good. Let's go ahead and take that right hand, drop that down to the right side of the chair, and let's lean this over and reach and breathe. Wonderful. Good. And then let's go ahead and twist that. Put hands on your waist or hand on thigh. And you can be looking to the side. You can be looking back behind you. Whatever feels best for your neck here. And remembering to do that deep breath, deep breathing. Good. Let's bring this back to center. Now let's go ahead and give that right leg the whole seat of the chair. Let's take our left leg off to the side, centered weight right here. So we've got a nice lengthening through the center. We're now engaging that inner thigh. Oh, that feels good. Good, let's go ahead and drop that right hand back down to the right side of the chair, and let's reach this over again. This time more of a lateral stretch, more of a lengthening through the side and the back. Instead of the other side, or how we were doing it before, we were getting more on the front. So lengthening right there. Let's windmill this arm down and reach this over. Good. And breathe. And then let's take this into supported pigeon. One of my favorites right here. So we're going to turn that back heel stays lifted. We've got that front leg supported in this nice supported pigeon. Reaching this up if you're working on a little bit of back bend. But we're lifting, again, lifting up through that torso, up through those arms. And let's add in this forward fold. So it can be supported forward fold, hands on the chair, or elbows on chair, or folded all the way forward. I like to use a block to support. And you can use the block at any height that you want, but just remember what height you used, so that you're doing the same thing on the other side when we get there. And let's remember to keep that back leg active, extended and active. And breathe. Good. Lift this up. Lift and lengthen. Lift up through those arms. Lengthen up through the back, through the leg. Very nice. Let's release that. And let's take our right leg off to the side and we'll go into some warriors. So let's go into, let me move this over a little bit. There we go. All right, let's go into warrior, proud warrior, warrior 2 legs. Right knee is bent, right leg is straight, or left leg is straight. 2 right legs today, left leg straight. Lengthen through our arms, relax our face, relax our eyes, but everything else strong here. Strong legs, strong torso, strong abdominals, strong neck, strong arms, strong chest. And breathe. Lifted and lengthened and strong here. Good, let's go into reverse warrior. Drop our back arm, take our palm facing up, reach to this reverse warrior and breathe. Let's take this arm to our thigh, other arm over, side angle pose, and breathe. Ooh, the side angle feels good today. Good stretch up the side of the body. Very nice. Let's open this back up. Proud warrior. And then release that down. Very nice. All right, let's move ourselves over. So let's go ahead and give our left leg the chair. Take our right leg behind us into our supported crescent on this other side. So lengthening up through this. And once you get there, if you are working on a little bit of back bend, then feel free to start working on that. Keeping that heel lifted, toes pressed into the floor, strong legs. I really like doing this one in supported because it can really work on that hip and that back bend. Let's take that left hand, drop that down, reach this over. So a nice stretch on that right side and breathe. Good, let's take hands right to those hips. Get a nice twist here. And then bring that to center. Let's take that left leg, give that left leg the seat of the chair, and take our right leg off to the side. Lengthen up here. So lengthening through the center. Kind of like that gate, the gate pose that we do without the chair. Good, so we're lengthening here. Let's take our left hand, drop our left hand again to the left side of the chair, left side of the seat, and reach this over. And breathe, use that breath, especially, I'm reminding you because I'm reminding myself, I was very tight and I was like, oh, I need to breathe deeper here to release that. So if you're finding that you're extra tight in places, try and get that deeper inhale and that longer exhale, and that can help. Good, let's go ahead and windmill that and reach this over. Very nice. And let's find ourselves in our pigeon, supported pigeon. So back leg long, toes pressed into the floor, heel lifted. And let's reach this up center. And breathe. And let's find our forward fold here. So it can be supported on those hands, it can be on those elbows, or you can be folding forward. And I'm going to try and go to the same height that I did on the other side. So I'm a little lower, which is challenging. And I want to make sure, because my front leg that's being supported by the chair is tightening up, I want to make sure that I'm not relaxing that back leg, because it's easy to do because I'm so focused on breathing into that front leg now. I want to make sure that I'm still keeping some focus on that back leg, that straight leg. Making sure that that stays alive, active, not going to sleep or resting while I'm working on that front leg too. So these are whole body stretches, whole body poses. Good, let's lift this back up, lift and lengthen. Very nice. And then let's release that. Good, let's take that left leg off to the side. We'll go into warriors on the side. So we'll find our warrior legs here. Left leg is bent, left knee is bent. Right leg, nice and long and strong. And let's find those strong legs, strong core, strong torso, strong chest, strong arms, strong neck, face is relaxed. Good, and breathe. Let's drop that back arm, palm up, peaceful warrior. Reach up through that. And then let's take it to side angle. Right here. And breathe. Good, bringing this up. Proud warrior. And then release that. Very nice. Let's bring ourselves forward. Nice wide legs. Let's take our blocks to the inside of our feet. And let's go ahead and take our right hand to our right block. Let's open this up. Seated spinal twist with that opening. Feels so good. Breathe it here. Let's inhale and lift our arms up. And let's drop that left hand down. Reach this over. Woo. And breathe. Good, inhale and lift this up. And then release that, very nice. We can bring our legs together. We can bring those blocks to where we want them. And we're gonna go into our standing forward fold. So let's go ahead and plant our feet onto the floor. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up nice and tall. Dive it down and over, so a nice forward fold here. Plant our feet. Let's lift our glutes up off of the chair. So lifting that up, nice standing forward fold. Relax that head and neck. Maybe you want to let that head dangle. You can even let those arms dangle here, releasing those blocks for a moment or two. Good. Let's take our hands back to blocks. Inhale, flat back, so nice tabletop. And exhale, release. Good, take a seat back on that chair. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Nice forward fold. Plant our feet, lift our glutes back up off of the chair. Lifting that up, forward fold. Relax that head and neck. Good. Let's inhale, lengthen. Exhale and release. Good, take a seat back in the chair. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Plant those feet, lift our glutes up off the chair. Nice standing forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale and release. Let's add on. So our head has been low, so take this one nice and slow. Inhale, sweep this up nice and slow. Good, cactus our arms back. Exhale. Good, inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Very nice. Take a seat in that chair. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Plant our feet, lift our glutes up off of the chair. Relax that head and neck. Inhale, nice flat back. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Let's stay in the standing forward fold. Good. Now let's inhale and sweep this up again. Cactus those arms back as we exhale. Inhale and lift. And then let's go ahead and release our arms down to our sides. Very nice. Good. Let's go ahead and have the seat of our chair in front of us. Let's take our right leg up onto the seat of the chair. And let's keep our left heel pressed into the floor. You can take that foot back, straightening behind you. And let's go ahead and get a deeper hip stretch here. So you can hold the back of the chair, or you can take your hands to the seat of the chair. just depending on your hip flexibility and how much you want to stretch through that. That's why I love using the chair, because you can kind of mess with the leverage here. You can go up and down as much as you need to, but maybe finding stillness in a place where that is challenging but not painful. So we're stretching a lot of things here. If you've got that heel pressed to the floor, left heel pressed to the floor, you're getting your calf, you're getting your Achilles tendon, getting that ankle. We're also getting hamstring in the back of that. And then we're, of course, getting that big hip stretch on that right side. Now we're gonna stand ourselves up, shift our weight back so that we get a good hamstring stretch on this right side. So hamstring stretch, right leg, and trying to put the weight either on the shin or the thigh. I caught myself. I was putting it all on my knee. No knee joint right there. Good. And breathe that. Very nice. Good. Let's take that right leg and drop it right by that chair. Lean ourselves forward, hands on that chair. So now we're going to plant our right foot. Let's go and lift our back leg up. So go ahead and lift that leg up. This is a supported warrior 3. Let's hold this supported warrior 3 and think about squaring those hips towards the floor. So imagining that you have a really nice flat back here. It's really easy and natural that that hip wants to open, that left hip wants to open off to the side. Try and keep that closed. It may even help you to point that toe inward. And then you can get a good stretch on that right side too. Very nice. Let's release that left leg right next to that right leg. And then you can go ahead and forward fold it here. Relax that. Breathe. Good. Let's roll this up. And then let's go ahead and take our left leg up onto the chair. Let's do everything we just did on that right side. Let's do it on the left. So let's go ahead and press our right heel into the floor. And get that hip on that left side. Trying to do the same amount of stretch that you did on the other side, on that right side, trying to get that same depth here on the left side. Might be easier, it might be more difficult. Just breathing, taking your time with it. Pressing that right heel into the floor so that you get that good calf stretch, Achilles stretch. Hip stretch on that other side, hip stretch on that left side. Good, breathing it. Very nice. And then let's go lift this up and shift our weight back so that we get that good hamstring stretch on the left side. And again, hand is either to the shin or to the thigh or both. I've got one hand on my shin and one hand on my thigh, but just not on that knee joint. Very good. Let's bring this up, bring that left leg down right beside that chair. Lean ourselves forward, hinge ourselves forward, and let's lift our right leg. And same thing, we want to do the same thing on this side. So it's that modified warrior 3, and we want to square those hips down. So for me, I'm kind of pointing my big toe inward so that it squares down instead of opening, because my hips naturally want to tilt open. We want to square that off and good, breathe. Good stretching and strengthening, for sure strengthening here. And working on that balance. Even though we're holding that chair, we're still having to balance here. You're still on one leg. Good, release that and relax that. Very nice. Let's roll this up and let's move our chair. We're going to take ourselves down onto the ground and go into our shoulder stand, supported shoulder stand, and then grab whatever you need for final relaxation when we get there. So if you use an eye pillow, regular pillow, blankets, grab whatever you need, whatever props you need. We're going to take ourselves down onto the floor. And we're gonna take our legs up onto the chair. If you need support for your legs even more, you can scoot yourself up against the wall and put your legs up against the wall. If your legs can't be, if they need to be supported even more. So we've got those legs up on the chair or up against a wall. Let's go ahead and take that block or stiff pillows or books. Place that underneath your sacrum for some support for that low back. So it's right underneath that belt area. And we can have our palms facing up, our shoulders are rotated open, and let's take ourselves into our supported shoulder stand. So lifting those legs up. And you can find some stillness here, or you can be moving here, or you can have those legs start to go out. Maybe you're working on your flexibility. You can point and flex those feet. Whatever is working for you here. Remembering to breathe, but also enjoying this inversion, enjoying the legs being above the heart. Just that very different movement, positioning. It can help clear your brain. It can help settle your nervous system. Good, let's release one leg, release the other leg. Let's do piriformis stretch. So let's take that right ankle onto that left thigh. Let's go ahead and press that inner right hip away, right thigh away. Ooh, feels good. And release that. Very nice. Let's switch sides. Taking that ankle to thigh, left ankle to right thigh. Press that inner thigh away. Press that left side away. And then release that. Very good. Let's take that block out from underneath us. Move that off to the side. You can scoot your chair away. And let's go ahead and move ourselves into our final relaxation. So grabbing whatever you need for that final relaxation. If you use an eye pillow, regular pillow, blanket. Let's make ourselves nice and long. So let's reach our arms towards one end of the room, reach our feet, toes towards the other end of the room. You can place that eye pillow over your eyes, allow the darkness and the heaviness just to begin to quiet everything in your brain, to begin slowing everything down. As you're lengthening through that body here, you're adding an inch or two to your height. Oh, reach through that. Good, let's inhale it deeply. And with a deep exhale, allow yourself to sink, to settle. Let those feet just naturally fall open. Let those arms just naturally open. Relax that face, that jaw. Release any tightness or tension you might be feeling anywhere. That might mean breathing deeply and sending your breath to those spaces. smoothing that out. And giving yourself a few moments here. You deserve this. Still relaxing. Let's go ahead and bend our knees and tuck our tailbone under, flattening that back. And let's drop our knees over to our most comfortable side, taking yourself onto your side into the fetal position and breathe. And then let's slowly begin to bring ourselves up into a seated pose, strong and supported, sitting ourselves up tall, lengthening up through that spine. Very good. And let's inhale and sweep our arms up, bring our palms together, and exhale, eyes following our fingers, take our chin to chest. Lift that head center, take our fingers to forehead. As we leave today, let us think thoughts of truth. Take our fingers to our lips. As we leave today, let us speak words of love. Take our hands to our hearts. As we leave today, let our lives be a light of truth and a light of love, having hearts of compassion and mercy, knowing that we have not been given a spirit of fear, but the spirit of love, a sound and peaceful mind. Inhaling it deeply. And exhale. One more big deep breath, inhale. And cleansing exhale. And have a blessed rest of your day.